I mean, both of these teams have so much to offer. It's new school versus old school, but let's talk about the old school right now.
Through everything and anything for the past few years, and this is the team that they have. Really?
Hanzo jungle, dude. Hanzo jungle.
Okay. No, here's the thing. Hanzo jungle, Hanzo roam is definitely a possible thing.
There we go. That's the counter right there. Then Natalia would be hunting down
the aggressors, and they would want to take easy kills. But once they realize that Stellark is pretty much prepared and ready for a defense, they will jump out of it whenever necessary. Here's the thing though, remember how I have been constantly talking about marksman, because marksman is what we would want to focus on. As for now, we've got the first blood as Chesty. It does have the Stampede, Shadow Stampede, that essentially managed to pull Zookeeper back underneath the turret.
It's all about the little wins, making sure that you did get first blood, get yourself in that. But again, that worth, but Feathered Airstrike, Smellycat dashes, not away, and Jet will snipe him out.
That is the kind of moment that we would.
But oh dear, Bambi. Okay, he's going to shade back to safety. He's going to be fine. But now Icon starting on the turtle here.
They don't really have a lot of crowd control to work with at the start of the game, but Sing is definitely going to be opening up with the Bravest Warrior.
Oh, but it's going to be going in, and they do have the backside. Zookeeper is doing some work on the Odir Bambi. He's going to be knocked out, and Sing actually takes out Exalt as well, but the turtle will be picked up by Icon, making sure that he did secure it. But now Smelly Cat is going to be going in, and Icon's like turning it up. Think you can't run away, gets the other knockup, and Pooski will get that other kill.
That is a total of 6 kills within a 5 minutes. We're all the Master Assassin. He would want to get killed fast. However, hold on a second as you look down to the bottom lane.
Exalt and Jet, both of them getting killed. Smelly Cat will secure that double kill, and that's how you get back in the game.
Also gotten a turret of their own. While Alchemy, the only thing that they can do there was to pick up the turret in the northern side. But it is definitely not an odd thing for Stellark, because they have a Lapu Lapu being sent up to the northern side to be able to get a very passive push up to the northern. While the turtle is currently being taken, this is what Stellark wants to contest for, as they know Alchemy will go in for it.
Yeah, they're going to go in for this one. The Cultists are now going to be used, but Icon secures the turtle, and Odir Bambi now on the run. Pooski's doing some work, and Odir Bambi's already been knocked out. Zookeeper somehow barely alive. Pooski as well. You breathe on them and they die.
Literally, a quick little sneeze and goodbye. You go for Pooski. Now, of course, we are going to be expecting what we are going to be looking at from the side of Sing. He definitely jumped straight over to the backside for Jet, but he did manage to get a good
find. This is a little bit worrying, but Fossa, they found Icon, and that's going to be a pretty nice pickup, assuming they do get him, but he's just very tanky. Icon continuing to fight, finally goes down. Chesty will secure that one, but the nice energy eruption on the back end of this one, Pooski will make sure that he pays. Exalt will secure that kill.
And of course, Zookeeper is going to be the next one in the targets of the side of Stellark. They immediately bring him down, and of course, right after taking that, they knew that they have got an advantage.
Some damage. It's getting, almost, he's playing fearless. He's going in 1 versus 3, but as I say that, he's looking to go in. He flickers for safety, gets pulled back, finally does get killed. I just cast her curse, Pooski.
This is gonna be relatively tough, right? Stellark is now gonna be pushing themselves.
The Feathered Airstrike, the Goldrazer that's gonna be used, keeping him alive. Stink is gonna go down, but Icon will secure that one. Odir Bambi getting a little bit low. Exalt does get killed, and that's an actual massive win for Stellark as they're looking to clean up. Boss is next on the list, and Icon starting to clean house.
2-for-2 trade.
Farming as much as possible. You want to ensure that you do stay alive. He hasn't been able to do that, but that's more on the fact that Stellark have done a great job of prioritizing.
Too much objectives and too much annoyance coming from the side of Stellark. Let's just put it as the fact that Odir Bambi has been everywhere. In the meantime, Smelly Cat soars into the sky, and they're continuing up with this.
Yeah, but the Cultists are keeping him alive. The Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be used. Chesty is now on the run, but the nice energy eruption, locking in Fossa. You think you can run away? Not going to happen, but now Odir Bambi has joined the fight. He's looking to fight, but he's barely alive, and Fossa finally does go down. Zookeeper continuing to fight, but he gets killed.
Fossa is not either, so they do not have anyone that will be able to grant them vision. As such, Sink, he gotta have to go through with it. He gotta have to take up the mantle to stand in the front, and that could possibly mean death.
Death is what's going to happen, but the waltz will begin. This is going to be more of a slow fight, making sure that they're going into this one. Sink sees everything, providing vision for the team, ensuring that this Lord is just not given away for free, right? Odir Bambi does need to make appearance, but it looks like they're going to push the top lane, kind of fix things out a little bit. It's going to be a slow push going into this Lord.
As now, Stellark, all they need is information. Bambi erupts himself out of his main body, and he's got his soul rushing out for Exalt. Doesn't seem like that is gonna work out for him at all. That is gonna be one ultimate down from the side of Bambi. They would not be able to just dive right in over to the back. Alchemy playing it very slow. They're waiting for the perfect moment. The Lord is currently down to half HP. Alchemy hovering around. Zookeeper though, being sneaky peeky like. I don't think the Stellark is expecting what's coming soon, as now we've got everything!
Yeah, and Icon's going to take down the Lord. That's going to be a huge win for them. Icon continuing to fight, but now Pooski's so low. Is he able to survive? Oh my gosh, a sliver of life, but Zookeeper's going to go down. Chesty will secure that one, and Smelly Cat is looking to fight this, and they're cleaning out. They got Jet as well, and that's going to be a huge win for Stellark. They've turned this around, but the Lord is going to push in the bottom lane.
It's a neutral trade. Alchemy may have gotten the Lord quite a lot when it comes down to tanking. He may not necessarily be able to do a lot of damage because he's building up full defenses with Molten Essence, Guardian Helmet, Antiquarius. The only thing that he has is the Hunter Strike, which really enables him with more mobility and more of the maneuvers rather than to really seek someone out and assassinate them.
Yeah, but Icon has to have that game, right? You're on the Paquito, you gotta make plays, you gotta make sure that you have the stun locks, let your team kind of work around you. His issue right now with Alchemy in general is that Exalt and Jet have both been going in, but...
It doesn't seem like as though the calls also just gonna be popping right up from the side of Stellark. It's just gonna be continuing pouring themselves right down on the Alchemy with 2-3 person down already, while Stellark loses only one. Bambi, he is gonna be the jungler after all, so no retribution from their side. Icon does not have retribution, but Smelly Cat, he is right on his toes, and he will dive the turret for him and brings him down.
Yeah, actually massive right there for 4 for nothing for Stellark. They'll take that one. The Lord is going to be taken as well, and Sync will secure that Lord. And this is a back and forth, you know.
That is the #1 goal. To be honest, Stellark, they're not exactly on a timer or anything, but they do have the advantage right now. Make full use of the advantage. Don't try to throw all of that into the drain.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, but the Feathered Airstrike, the Lord has been taken and been removed. Sync is going to be left for dead. He's going to be killed. Exalt will secure that. You don't want to give him kills, but Exalt hasn't had the greatest of game. He's 2-6-5, has pretty much...
We looked at things from one step to another. Alchemy have to ensure that none of the Stellark members is close to the Lord. Deny them of all the vision. Deny them of a way to understand when is the perfect time to jump in for the Lord, and that is exactly what Pooski is doing.
Yeah, he's going to flicker to safety. He's going to be backed up, but he's going to get caught out. The Cult Ultra is now going to be used. This is on cooldown, mind you. This could be a massive win. It could be a window of opportunity that Alchemy, if they want to press their attack, they're not going to. They're going to let the Lord back in this cave.
Both of these teams had disadvantages, and this is the problem.
Yeah, Bambi. Oh, okay, that's going to be the first life, but it looks like he's going to be killed in return, and Zookeeper's down, and that's not what you want.
Just jump into the hearts of Alchemy, and they wouldn't even be able to respond. Pooski, he gotta have to step up here. He gotta have to find a way to really hold on to Smelly Cat and perhaps even try to draw some of these crossbow shots. Perhaps even Icon. Icon went for a lot of defenses. Problem is, he doesn't losing priority. That is what is going to bring them to this very moment where the Lord has managed to destroy the inhibitor turret in the middle lane and will be expecting split pushes in the top and the bottom.
It's just about the little things. You know, you make one mistake, things can turn on the game on its head, so to speak, and you put yourself in a bad situation. Those are mistakes that top tier teams do not do, right? It's one of those situations where you need to think about what you're doing in the long game.
Right now, when it comes down to Alchemy, their jungler as well as the ESP laner pretty much have split roles. We are looking at the ESP laner, they're gonna have to peel for the entire team.
Yeah, but the Cult Ultra, that's gonna keep them alive, and they're gonna look to fight this boss that's getting so low. Is he able to do it? But Jet has already been killed. That's a lot of damage that's been removed. Sync is somehow still alive, and all of this, Icon is getting a little bit low. Does he go back in? Exalt will use Go Away to keep himself alive, but now the core is wide open. They're focusing their attention, and that looks like it's gonna be game at 22 minutes. That took me a second because there was a little bit of a pause, but they got game 1 in the bag.
That
Victory!
was definitely a game we have been expecting. It is pretty much a very much neck-and-neck fight. We do not really have a very good idea who is going to be really winning because Alchemy has gotten on the throats of Stellark in the